Hi there, I'm Daniel Cudmore from Forward Unto Dawn, Halo 4 the web series. Hanging here at the Young Hollywood studio. Subscribe to their YouTube channel. It's pretty cool stuff.
I'm here with Daniel Cudmore. How are you, Daniel?
I'm good, except for my shirt.
Yes, we're both. Daniel is flashing stomach in the Young Hollywood studio. You're coming in and you're just shaking things up, aren't you?
Yeah, I want to get into tabloid.
That's how you do it,
yeah,
right?
Basically.
So what other things would you do? Are you going to behave badly? Or are you gonna...
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to start with the shirt first. I think we're good now.
I think you're good.
There we go.
We'll let you know if it pops open again.
Or not.
So you're Canadian.
Yep.
And you're sort of back and forth?
Yeah, I'm constantly. I'm pretty much here usually from January, February, March, and then depending on work, back in Vancouver.
Were you talking pilot season, perhaps?
Somewhat, yeah.
Okay.
All depending. I mean, if there's like a basketball pilot, I'm there.
You are a strapping gentleman. You
Don't
must
stop
have
it.
played at some point.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit in high school.
Yeah. I mean, you don't even really have to
don't.
jump to dunk. You could just be like.
I'm not there yet. I'm not that tall.
But your physique and that it helps with a lot of the roles that you play.
Absolutely.
For example, Halo.
Halo, I know.
Yes.
Yeah, that was one of the big things. I mean, the Master Chief being so tall that they really needed someone to be that height to really show off against the other actors the sort of size of him.
Yeah.
So that really helped for me, which was great.
So it's a web series and it's Forward Unto Dawn that's coming out now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's out right now.
Yeah.
There's 5 episodes. There's one a week leading up to the video game release.
So how heavy was that suit? I read like 30 pounds, or like with the suit, you in the suit was like 270 pounds.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That.
I mean, weighed myself in it, and I weighed 300 pounds. So the suit was about 63 pounds or something like that. It was heavy. I mean, some of the stunts felt like I just had like a person land on top of me a lot of the times. I had to get into that suit every day, and you're just sweating. Whoever has that suit right now, I don't think would be. I don't think it's smelling too good.
Wasn't it the same people who did like Robert Downey's Avengers costume?
Yeah, it was the guys over at Legacy FX. The things that those guys can do, it just absolutely blows me away.
Did you feel like a badass though in that thing?
Oh,
I would think you would.
Of course.
Like nobody can take you down in that thing.
I thought that.
What about your character in Breaking Dawn 2 though?
Oh,
the Volturi,
Felix.
could he take down Master Chief?
I don't know. It's a tough one.
If you had to fight yourself, like who would you gamble on?
I'd fight dirty. But you know, I'd fight dirty in both aspects, so I don't know who would win.
Yes.
That's a tough one.
You've also been in X-Men. I mean, everything that you do is like this franchise cultural phenomenon. Is that sort of something that you just don't do small things, do you?
No, I mean, basically, yeah, I've been very fortunate with what I have been able to do. I mean, a lot of it just has to do with the fact that my size and just being in the right place at the right time.
Well, a lot of actors aren't that tall.
No, that's the thing. I mean, when it comes down to it, the competition's not really there too often.
It's like we're calling for a guy over 6'4". Daniel shows up.
Hey!
You got the part, Daniel.
Yeah, you look around and there's like 2 other guys in the room and they don't even know why they're there.
They're not even actors.
Yeah, exactly.
They're just tall.
Yeah. Totally downplaying the fact that I can actually do the job.
So shooting that series, I mean, were you in the first Twilight, weren't you?
New Moon,
Eclipse, was the first one.
Breaking Dawn,
it was already a hit when you booked that job.
Yeah, I mean it was. It was hard to see. The first one kind of came out and it was growing, and then I think after New Moon, it really took off.
Well, going back to Halo too, Halo, the video games, the whole thing has been such a phenomenon. Were you a gamer? Ahead of time, I read that you had sort of played a little bit. You had played the Halo a little bit, but not a diehard.
I was a bit of a gamer, but not at the level that most people are with these.
Where do you think the fans are more diehard, the Halo fans or like the Twilight fans? I would think they're a little bit of a different demographic.
The demographic's completely different. I mean, the women for Twilight are very passionate.
They are.
That's the best word I think I can put. And then the guys who play Halo really know their stuff. Like you don't want to mess up with those guys.
Well, I wanted to address a couple of your tweets.
Uh-oh.
They're very, very funny.
Oh God.
Now he's really gonna sweat.
Well, I'm like, ugh.
Okay, so the first one was the iPad, the most expensive drink coaster on the market.
Well, it's true.
Are you using your iPad as a?
It sits on my couch, and then I'm like, well, if I put my glass of wine, it's gonna bobble. So I'm like, perfect. It works like a charm.
So did you buy a series of them, like a series of coasters?
Oh yeah,
for
like 30 of them, just all around my room.
Here,
just how I blow money.
Use my iPad.
Just iPads.
Okay, the second, dessert while watching The Voice, homemade ice cream sandwich, and then you tweeted a picture of your custom-made ice cream sandwich. So are you a connoisseur?
Yeah, I didn't feel so good after that. I got a little. the cookies were like this big.
Okay.
And then I used like half the thing of ice. I got carried away. I got really excited.
You did. Well, you were watching The Voice.
Well, you know that show gets you. And
is it? Who are you a fan of? Like, what team are you on The Voice?
I was about to say something so offside about Christina Aguilera, but I'm not gonna do it.
Oh, I could come up with something.
No, it just has something to do with their outfits. Choice of
you want to borrow them, right? And the last but not least, a tweet. Okay, love the tough question the border guard just asked me. Are they back together? Me who? Border guard, Robin Kristen. Wow. So this is how you get in the country.
That's what happened when I first.
You didn't even need a passport, did you?
No, the guy was just like, "Do you know them?"
It was a guy?
Oh yeah. He's like, "Do you know them?" And I'm like, "Who? Robin Kristen." Are you best friends with them? Are they back together? What is going on right now?
Did you have to answer the question to get into the country?
No, I just
denied
was
if you don't tell him the gossip.
Put my finger on the pad and looked into the camera and kind of just gave him a smile. And he's like, "All right, have a good one."
You gave him. He said, "Blink if they did, don't blink if they didn't," right?
Yeah, pretty much.
You did.
I was like,
Will you give me a little? Are they back together? Scoop in the Young Hollywood studio.
Yeah, right. Daniel Cudmore.
In the Young Hollywood studio, the star of Halo and the Twilight franchise. And he is a very tall actor. He keeps going.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, back to back?
Back to back.
I almost had you.
No, you didn't.